All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today, I have Annette Adamska with us. She serves creative entrepreneurs and CEOs as a strategic partner and virtual project manager. She also is the founder of Back Up Your Life and Back Up Your Business. So welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. Grateful to have you on. So the first one we got for you today is, what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
Well, I have to say one of the biggest events of my life was in 2015. My mom had a catastrophic accident while traveling overseas that resulted in quadriplegia, and she died a few months after that. And through that situation, I learned that no matter how hard you might try, you cannot control what happens to you. You can only control your response to it. And it also showed me the value of perspective and truly understanding what my priorities are.
And what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
I think there's this notion of well-roundedness, or that we should try to do it all. And I think it's a disservice to all of us, really. I think really understanding your strengths and where your zone of genius lies, then to find and work with others to support you in those other areas. For example, I excel at helping people distill their ideas and see how they align with their mission, vision, and values, and then help create the plan so that they can achieve their goals. And I love creating the plan, and some people, it's just a harder piece for them, and there are other people that can do incredible things that I should never even try to do.
And I agree. And what is your best piece of overall business advice, so not necessarily industry specific?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just to stop getting in your own way and making excuses and just do it. Like, what's the worst thing that can actually happen?
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
I think it would be that you get to define what success looks like for yourself and stop comparing.
And then kind of going down a little bit of a different path, in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
I think the key to happiness is strong boundaries and amazing friends.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
I really love The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and really just the don't take anything personally, because in most cases, it's pretty much always about the other person. It has nothing to do about you.
And what is your favorite quote and why?
I love the Jensen Cherry quote: "You are responsible for what you say and do. You are not responsible for whether or not people freak out about it."
I love that. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on. The last one I got for you before we let you go is, where can our audience best find you online?
Yes, people can find me at AnnetteAdamska.com. That's ANNETTE, the name Adam, ADAM, and the musical genre ska.com, and also the same handle on Instagram, or I'd love to connect on LinkedIn.
Perfect. Thank you again for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me, Tyler.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.